Well, greetings, hello, and welcome back. Episode number 5 coming at you. I'm ImperialJedi, wishing you a wonderful day. How's it going so far? Guys, so much on the docket. This is the first out of 3 episodes that we're going to be dealing with some highway stuff. Lots to do indeed. And yeah, it's ambitious. We got a lot to do. Did I mention that? So we're going to start off by making what possibly could actually end up being a temporary highway interchange. We'll see how the city ends up evolving, but I just need something to kind of just take a little bit of the bottleneck effect away from our one main only highway interchange. And I'd like to kind of tease and hint at what we're going to be doing next episode. So the way we'll kind of wrap things off is, I don't want to go into it, but we'll start off on like this really cool project. And hopefully it'll be clickbait enough to make you want to come back for episode number 6. And in the meantime, just before we jump into this too, I actually have to get a little bit of city stuff done. Our services are kind of catching up to us a little bit. And I have an asterisk as well for anyone that's coming straight from the last episode. So let me just jump in really quickly with this. So last episode, we were talking about how to customize your districts, your buildings, neighborhoods, that kind of stuff. And I had a question come in, and in the heat of the moment, I completely forgot this was even an option. So question came in. Can you make a style or a theme like this that also has growables? I initially thought no, but then after the episode, I was like, wait a minute, there is. So from the workshop, I'll link this as well. You can get what's called the American Eclectic Pack. And the person that made that made it so they actually had levels to go through, which is really cool. So the levels start as like a construction site, and then it moves up that way. That's really, really nifty. Another way is if you're in the main menu in the content manager and you go into your assets, if you find a growable, something that you've downloaded, you can create your own theme like this, and you can add, style, and you can add growables and whatever you want to them. It's kind of complicated, so I haven't really tried this before, but I think that's the way. Someone in the comments might be able to answer that a bit better, but I'm pretty sure that's the way. And so I've got a lot of comments I still got to get caught up with, but just keep them all coming, right? And for like easier help and stuff, come see me live on Twitch. I'm not great with explanations, but sometimes I can pull it off. Anyway, I just want to do a little bit of expanding over here. We'll push the district over a bit more as well. And I'm going to try to push for 5,500 people or so, whatever the next milestone is. Yeah. And if we can passively get that in the next like episode or 2 as well, that would help. Ideally, we get it in the middle of our interchange build. Sorry, I just realized I've been using the Anarchy mod on. Let me just redo this here 1 second. Prop and Tree Anarchy. Shift P is your hotkey for it. And I unfortunately had that on, and it allowed me to keep the trees as I was popping down new roads. So it's not very helpful. Okay. And so yeah, we'll put this down, expand our neighborhood. I'm going to drop down a couple Rico high-density commercial or high-density residential buildings as well. And then we'll fix our garbage, get some more water and some sewage covered, and then we're good. Sorry, this is not supposed to be a bamboozle here. You're like, didn't you just say highways? What are you doing over here? Hold on. All right, put some condos in near our school slash what feels kind of like a little high density pocket starting to form right here. That's a little bit too tall. Oh yeah, that is perfect. And it's detailed. That's very nice. Okay, is this enough to get to 5,500? I don't know, but hopefully it is. Okay, so just double up on the water pumps and our outflow. And I imagine power, oh yeah. So just buying us a little bit more time with that. Okay, so highway stuff. Deep breath, where do we begin? So right now, our main highway, it's doing okay. We've come back a couple times now. We've tried to improve the flow. We've added some extra lanes, and it's worked. It's bought us a little bit more time. What's happening though is it's the only way in and out, so it's definitely like prone to bottleneck. So what I'd like to do is extend this road over here and just make like this simplest little casual trumpet. And I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be a permanent trumpet or not. I'm still kind of like debating whether or not we want to actually do a collector and express system for the highway, or if we want to just do a express, the kind of the way it is now. So I have to come back with that. But it's very easy just to kind of throw these in and just, you know, edit them, forget them, or whatever. All right, so 12 meters. That was the longest we can go before our ramp gets kind of a little caborked. I managed to eyeball that very nicely. Yeah, past 12 meters, you're gonna have a weird height issue there. Oh, that's weird. Just 25 instead of 24. Anyway, not the point. So a trumpet interchange is going to be going up, over, and this just kind of like sneaks on down. And it almost looks more like a saxophone, to be honest with you, than a trumpet. But this part down here is supposed to kind of like resemble the inner workings of a trumpet, which is how it gets its name. So I'm going to initially build this a bit more vanilla friendly. So a nice wide curve. We've gone down half the height in our first little curve right here. And we're going to just gently meander in. I'm not going to keep that though. Again, this is just vanilla initially, and then we'll use some mods to fix it after. And that's a very, very, very bad curve. Here we go. So this would be my vanilla approach for this style of interchange. So anyone console, anyone who's new to the game still, doesn't want to try some mods, I got you. No worries. And the other side should be pretty straightforward as well. Just a nice gentle curve coming in. We're going to try to keep our on and offs more or less at the same spot. So visually, symmetrically, it'll look a little bit nicer. This is a bit more of a vanilla approach, but we're going to not have these at the same intersection just in case people come through and make a really weird, you know exactly what I'm talking about. People that would bypass traffic to do that. What we've done is added a little bit of distance in between, so if the AI thinks it's a better route, it won't be. So they hopefully would not pull that off. So that's super simple. That took, what, 2 minutes. Vanilla friendly, easy to go. Ways you can make improvements from a vanilla perspective is just a little bit of lane mathematics. So a dedicated exit lane right there. And this is a little bit better for the on-offs. I like it. Son of a gun. That truck, did it really? Bro. I think its decision was already made up. If that car does it, we're screwed. Okay, good. But yeah, there you go. That's really simple. Let's take some mods and let's improve on this if we can, eh? So I was hoping by now we would have unlocked the 5500 to get an asymmetrical road. Not the case. I'm going to see if I can get us maybe there by cheating. How tall? Oh, that's beautiful, but it's too tall though, I think, eh? A little bit too tall for right now. What about you? Oh, same idea. Beautiful, but way too tall. Too big. Yeah, these are like definitely more for a downtown. Oh, these are great. Absolutely great in size. Yeah, so let's toss one of these guys in. We'll build out like a parking lot and like a little kind of fenced in perimeter for them. Beautiful. And I thought I saw a second type here. Oh, yes. My God, yes. Perfect. Okay, matchy match. That'll look really cool. Nice little theme we have going on here too. And just like one more little condo tower or something behind. Maybe this nifty guy here. Actually, I feel like we should start doing in our triangle district here. Sorry, I get a little bit distracted. Someone's like, what does this have to do with the highway, Mr. Jedi? Oh, nothing. Funny you should ask that. There's that song I love so much. Yeah, there you go. Cute. We'll give these guys a parking lot and stuff later. That's just to get a few more residents coming in. Yeah, still, all these years later, it's like my favorite song on all the soundtracks. still remember when Synthetic Dawn, like, you know, this radio station, like, popped into existence. I came out with the, gosh, what was it called? The Industries DLC. Industries feels still like a new DLC, even though that was like 2017 maybe. I don't even know, man. Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get the 5500, so I'm just going to work with a non-asymmetrical road. All right, let's see if we can find one, maybe from the Vanilla Plus. No, that's okay, though. That is totally okay, though. Yep, we'll do what we can. So I'll tell traffic leaving the highway they're going to have to yield. And let's go through and just fix all of the lanes, so no one's able to do any dangerous turns or anything. All right, so yielding traffic merges with these guys. These guys make their way down. That's very straightforward. We're going to go through and we're going to take out the crosswalks. I have a mod called RM, like the letters RM, Crosswalk Remover. No frills, nothing special about it. It just visually removes the crosswalk when you use a mod like the Traffic President to remove it. No pedestrian should be down here anyway, so should be kind of a moot point here, but moot point. Change these over to be kilometers per hour of the 80 persuasion. Make that 60. That's cool. It converts it to miles per hour. Just notice that. If you hold down control, you can get individual lanes. So we can tell people to like slow down if they wanted to take that turn right there. That's cool. Would have thought. All right, so that's looking good. And then now you're probably thinking to yourself, ImperialJedi, wow me. What do you mean? How can you change an intersection? What does it look like when it's modded? All right, let's go. So I'm going to use right now the node controller. This is the renewal. There's a few versions of node controller. I can square the ends off, which is really, really nice. Or we could make this a little bit of a bigger interchange. Or sorry, intersection. I think squaring it off was a nicer looking thing. And then we can pair this with the intersection marking tool. So I wanted that to stay as a dashed line, going that way. And then this one is going to be solid. So if I hold down shift, makes it solid. I can also edit the line afterwards, which is cool. And then from here to here. And then from there to there. Just switch this. All right, this is really nifty. So I've got solid lines, and I can use this to make a median. So if I hold down left alt, click on one of these red circles. I'm gonna let go left alt now. And I can fill in this box, and that's my filler. By default, it gives you nice handsome lines. I think what I'm going for is possibly some grass right there. But yeah, wherever you're from in the world, you know, like chevrons might make more sense. Probably makes the most sense actually right now. And then if you want to adjust the color, looking for that like classic American yellow. Oh, it's a bit challenging actually with the color LUT. It kind of comes out weird. Yeah, find a color you're happy with. You can copy that, paste it on over. And then to get rid of the extra weirdness with the lines here, let's switch back over to lines. Let's hover over top of one. We can see which one it's affecting. Click on that. And just very simply, I'm going to edit the from and the to. Just to be safe right here. And that just gets rid of that little point. All right, next one. So same idea. So we'll go from here to here. If you wanted to say have a little opening for one lane and then continue further down, use make believe right now, you'd add a rule. And so that's how you would do it. Or if you wanted it to be dashed versus solid. So adding rules, you can add as many as you want. Just creates a whole new little box. If you don't want that, get rid of it. Pretty handy, right? So that is super simple. You can see here we lost a little bit of the outside line as well. So why don't we put that in? Oh, that's awesome. And what's really, really, really cool about this is that it's compatible with the Move It mod. So now that we've made up our mind, we have everything set. If I were to change the angle, the marking tool goes with you. In the old days, you'd have to redraw every single one of these little, like, you know, flecks and dots and whatevers, right? That was a lot of effort. Thank God those days are over. All right, so over here, another cool thing you can do. So we can try this, right? Hold down left shift, click here, match it with that one. That's going to help with the offset slightly, because the road, when it's ground level, has some parking space for that. When it's up in the air, it gets a little bit more narrow. Okay, and let's make that into some nice lines. Yeah, so there's your middle point to help out our cars. That's a solid. That's a solid. Solid. And solid. That's so cool. Oh, but you know what though? Hold on, that's got to go to... Ooh, yeah. Okay, I messed that one up. Try it again. Try it again. All right, so this one goes into here. You're a solid. You're to there. That's what it was. Yeah, and then you go here. You go here. You go here. This is the median. Yeah. And so chevrons. Turn those. You can invert them. Depends on what direction the chevron needs to be. I don't remember. I think it faces traffic. I don't know. I think that's right. Okay, so we adjust our lines. Nice. Oh, the yield is working. That's really cool too. Oh, that's so cool. That is so heckin' cool. Now, one of the nicest features, which we can't really do in here, unfortunately, is a copy pasta. If it's the same configuration of road, you can toss them in, which is really fun. All right, let's do this. I don't think I like that. Let's do the other way. That's a bit nicer. We'll double check to make sure traffic does not slow down too much when they're going through. Bring that up. That looks great. Make that maybe squared. Yep. That's cool. And I just want to make sure that we have enough room to comfortably turn, because it's a lot of slowing down. Need a vehicle go through there. Okay. Just assume they're going to make it. So let's go really quickly through this one since we're professionals at this point. So there's your dedicated exits. You're coming to here. This is your filler box. Yep, vehicles are keeping a good speed. The curve looks a lot smoother. That's kind of nice actually with a solid. But I feel like that would probably be a chevron as well, wouldn't it? That's so nice. And that, you know, rain barrels, your signs, all that kind of stuff. Whatever level of detailing you feel comfortable doing. This is when you can start really starting to make your city feel unique, you know? Okay. So that is that. That's some really fun, very simple, go at your own pace, whatever level you want, kind of approach to detailing here. I like that. So you can see one half versus the other. Vanilla versus just very lightly modded. Not a whole heck of a lot to this, eh? Looking absolutely grandiose though. Okay, let's quickly finish this up, and then I'm going to leave you guys with a bit of that clickbait, kind of hinting at what we're doing for next episode. Make blue go a bit further down. And a chance for something a little bit different here, because we don't have the dedicated turning lane, or dedicated merging lane. I got to play a little bit more safely here. Alright, so what I'm left with is just a smaller box for filler, but good practice for making these all a little bit different. We have the chevron, we turn and invert if needs be. I think that's good though. And then we want to just set our from and our to. And let's figure out why traffic's getting a little bit snarled right here. I think the nodes are just a bit close together. So nodes, if you guys remember, is a spot for the vehicles to possibly change lanes. So I'm going to tell these guys to make up their mind before the interchange. You should have your mind made up. And I also want to make sure that you can still exit here in case you wanted to. Yeah, that's perfect. Yep. Just so we don't get too many lane changes, let's do that. So you can move to the right if you want to, but also still go straight. Cool. All right, one last node right here to work. And then I wonder... No, it's not the right config. I was going to do a copy paste, but I don't think it's going to work. Maybe that'll work. So intersection marking tool, copy. I'm just kind of curious if we can paste this. Not quite. Turn this around. No. That's okay. Alright, just so I'm not talking over the commercials. Don't mean to do that too often. And then just connecting these. Okay, I think I put one too many lanes in there, but we can fix that, I'm sure. Okay, chevron, turn, inverts, paste, lines. Alright, from here to here. I cannot get over, in the old days, literally, all of this was done by hand. And if there's anything you wanted to fix and change, you just have to, like, yeah, just spend 45 minutes getting it done, right? Let's get rid of that one. There you go. Well, that is heckin' nifty. I like that a lot. So we've adjusted the speed limits. We've made this look a lot cleaner. We've gone through and changed some of the slopes around. Let's do that right now. Oh, no. Yeah, priority signs. We've expanded the nodes, and in a winning scenario here, like people now choose this over that if you're going from residential, right? Because our poor city, man, starting to catch up with us, my dudes. Starting to catch up with us. So I feel like this interchange came at like the perfect moment. I'm gonna throw down one more landfill, buy us a bit more time here, but these days are numbered. These days are numbered. Oh, that one's full. We could probably use two then, eh? Yeah, let me put down two of these. So trying to get to 8,000 people so we can get incinerators to deal with all this problem. If you do not pick up your trash, your citizens will start to get sick, as we can see right here. And trash also poses a fire risk. So that's a whole other issue. Anyway, don't stress about that. It'll solve itself. And let me leave you with this. This is what we're going to be doing for next episode. I'm going to grab the landscaping tools here. Oh, Busy Town, nice. Back on one speed. Yeah, so extra landscaping tools. Let's mention this mod really quickly. Extra landscaping tools is one of the oldest mods. It's by Bloody Penguin. It is so darn handy. It gives you basically extra brush control extra brush options, and you can do things like, you know, sand, get rid of it. You can add water if you wanted to, which is horrifyingly dangerous to deal with. Save often. Yeah, you can add a water source, and you can adjust the height of the water source, which is kind of nifty. So wherever that like kind of like white kind of glowing area, that should be the area in which this water will fill from this water source. And so you can adjust its size. You always want a smaller one than you think, and then you make it go up or down. And that's kind of nifty. And you also have the ability to add or remove resources, which is really cool too. Anyway, extra landscaping tools. Let's terraform. So this map here, when I played on it the first time, I absolutely I loved it. Thought it was so much fun, but I had a real hard time dealing with some of the hills and like the terrain and that kind of stuff. And so I had a similar styled city, and I had such a fun, like when I discovered this, these are the same height eventually, I loved it. So I kind of thought if ever we did another city here, we try to like open up a canyon or something and have this really cool like cut just for like the highway. And we can basically meander a little bit with the highway. Go left, or we can split, go left and right. And that's going to help break the grid a little bit too. Actually, that's really nice as a cut. Use a little bit more right there. Yeah, and then put some nice tall bridges. And I feel, that's cool too. And I feel like this city will just look so grandiose when you're looking at it from the side and you see like the staggered height going up with you. That's cool, right? So let me just leave you with a starter of all this, and then next episode we're going to jump more into the construction. So bridges and piers, American 4-lane truss. Let's show off the American and the European. I'm going to use the Fine Road Tools, F-I-N-E. We've made that into a forced elevation. That looks awesome. No additional anything required. Nice, beautiful red steel truss underneath. Looks a little bit dark with our color LUT, but that's okay. Tall, handsome pillars. And I'm going to use the stone counterpart from the European side of the world. Over here. Not as not as graceful. Okay, so moving mod. Over here to marquee selection. Double click on my nodes only. Grab these guys. Over to my triangle. Object heights. Bada bing, bada boom. That's nice, eh? And then this is where I'm going to leave you guys. This is where things are kind of crazy. So let's pause for a second. Let's pour garbage. Pause for a hot second. Use the picker. Get the right road here. Build this back out. That's kind of cool. And then I'm going to use the roundabout builder. Control O is a hotkey for that. You can select what roads you want. I have too many, so I'm not going to bother. I'll upgrade the roads after. Set your radius. Say 50. It does have a undo feature built into it, so if you're not happy with the radius, don't upgrade the roads first. Undo, change the radius, rebuild, and then change your roads. If you upgrade the roads and then do undo, the roads will stay, and then the intersection returns, so you end up with too many. Let's fix this a little bit right here. Get rid of all this wacky zoning. No. And really quickly, this is the roundabout feature, priority signs. And I'm going to leave you with this. And this is it right here. So if this interests you, next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to run the highway further up, and we're going to try to, with the terrain elevation and everything, try to get some on-offs for our highways. Should be enough room. And you can see this is just starting to bottleneck. So another way through would be grandiose, and this is going to help way more than you think too. So will it stay? I don't know. It might. What might end up happening is when we rebuild the vanilla interchange, we might sneak a collector lane, and we might attach the on and offs to the collector lane. That way, if you're just passing through the city or want to go further down, you don't gotta get snarled up by like traffic going on and off. So hopefully. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, guys. I will drop in drop in the comments, get caught up on some of those, and come join the Discord. Come find me on Twitch. Follow, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that dumb stuff. It really does help, though. I don't want to call it dumb. It really does help, and I feel like it's tough sometimes out there, right? So any help we can get. All right, guys. Well, I will look forward to your comments, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully, this is enough to entice you to come back, and all the best. Hope you're having fun building alongside. And if you want to share some pictures, I'm all about that too. Send them my way, yo. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Happy building. Stay hydrated. Take care of yourselves, and I hope you had a smile on your face.